Will a surprise alibi save Louise from confessing all? Emmerdale is tonight on ITV1 at 7. But now, put your feet up. It's Crossroads.
Previously on Crossroads.
I saw her.
Who?
Susie. I saw her steal some earrings from Mrs. Sampson's dressing table.
I'm not bringing you into my operation just so you can be fleeced by some girl who doesn't care about you.
If I'd stolen something, do you know what I'd do? I'd put it back before anyone knew.
Hello, Susie.
Do you think we're likely to see any more of Susie?
I expect her to swan out of the lift and into breakfast at any moment.
She wouldn't have the gall.
Wouldn't she?
Oh, I don't think even she could survive that exposure. Jimmy's no fool.
He was head over heels.
Until last night. Poor Jimmy. You know, you were right to keep the worst from him, love.
I hope so.
Stealing's one thing, but all that stuff about her kids in care.
Well, if it wasn't for you and your listening skills, we'd be none the wiser.
Oh, glad I could be of help.
You were a genius. You did a wonderful job.
Where have you been? I thought I'd lost you.
You must wish you had.
Well, didn't you think I'd be up all night searching for you?
I'm sorry. I just couldn't face you. I realised yesterday I was never going to fit the princess role. When push comes to shove, you're one of them, not one of us.
Well, so you've decided you don't want to be with me?
Of course I do. Why should you trust me after all they've told you?
I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to trust they've made a mistake.
You really want to know? I did sneak into your mum's room. I couldn't help it. It's just beautiful things. I was like a little girl who can't keep out of her mother's room just to peek at her jewellery box or try on her shoes. Can you understand that?
Go on.
They were these earrings. They were magical. I held them against my ears. And all of a sudden, I heard a thud and there was Rocky dying in front of me. I panicked. I stuffed the earrings in my bra. I just wanted to help him. I wish I hadn't bothered. That is the sort of person I am.
That's the woman I fell for.
Last night, after I confided to Betty, I went back to replace them. Suddenly out springs Angel like a tiger from her lair with Betty behind her.
Yeah, and true to form, Mum leapt to the wrong conclusion. I'm so sorry, it must have been awful.
I told you everything, the whole truth, even my past. I thought you'd still want me. Now you've had to hear it all from Betty.
Listen, Betty sometimes says the wrong things, but for the right reasons. It's because she cares about me.
I'm so ashamed.
Don't be.
I was so young to have kids. There was no choice.
Kids? What kids?
There you go.
I love my usual.
You got anything special planned for today?
Well, I thought you might be able to help me with that. Being a woman who knows what's what. I need some work. Do you know anyone who could use me?
Yeah, I was always working King's Oak for a fit young man.
Well, I'm very flexible.
I'm sure you are.
I don't want to move on unless I have to. There's quite a lot to keep me here.
There you go, darling.
Your health.
Men have always used me. I got pregnant when I was 14 and was dumped on the scrap heap. Social workers took my girls. They never even gave me a chance to prove I could care for them.
Oh, my God.
Nobody ever cared for me but you, Jimmy. You're the only one.
2 kids. What about your parents? Surely they could have helped.
Dad ran out when I was 5. Mum's still around. Sort of. She's out of her head most of the time.
So she wasn't a glamorous backing singer who died in a car crash with your record producer, Dad.
I knew it. I knew if you got to know the real me, you'd never be interested, not in a million years. You've led a charmed life, Jimmy. You could never understand.
Well, you're wrong. I do understand. Money isn't everything. You know, I know what it's like to feel left out in the cold. But never hide who you are. I value honesty above all else, however hard it is to take.
Will you ever trust me again?
I'm made of pretty stern stuff. You're one heck of a woman.
You're not so bad yourself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, I was just trying to catch your attention. I thought you might like to hear about Rocky, but I can see you're busy with other things.
I assume he's not going to be in for the rest of the week.
I gave him strict instructions when I left him in bed at home not to move an inch. But you know Rocky, can't keep him away.
I'd like to see him.
Between you and me, he doesn't need any more interference.
Virginia, it's not interference, it's concern. Perhaps you don't know the difference.
I might escape to the health spa. Stiff all over.
I thought I'd spelled it out. This family does not welcome thieves.
She is my wife, Mrs. Susie Sampson. Would you like me to spell that out too?
No, I'm not stupid.
And if you must know, my wife will be availing herself of the health spa. And later on, we'll be ordering room service. It's been a tough day.
I see. Well, pardon me. Oh, but just before you toddle off to the health spa, would you mind giving me a moment? Just so we can clarify any misunderstanding that may have arisen between us.
Sure.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Oh, darling, take these, would you? Then Susie and I can get cosy. You clearly don't understand plain English, Susie. You're not welcome here. In my hotel or my home.
Understand this. You can't put me out like last week's rubbish. I'm here to stay. You better get used to that. And by the way, it's Mrs. Sampson if you don't mind.
Over my dead body, sweetie.
So be it. I look great in black.
Oh, I'm glad you phoned. I was going a bit stir-crazy at home.
Just a little outing.
I don't feel up to much work yet.
Oh, good heavens, no. You milk your sick note for all it's worth. Here. These have Slimmer's cream in them.
Oh, I suppose we could go half and half.
Why not?
Cream cakes, Rocky, in your condition.
A little of what you fancy does you good.
If anyone found out you'd be in real trouble, Rocky Weston, you're meant to be resting.
Oh, this is my tonic. Don't tell anyone.
I think Mrs. Sampson would approve. Still, as chocolate declares on my little weakness, I'm sure we could make one exception. Any chance of a ménage à trois?
A what?
3, you know, I mean, 3.
She's like a feral cat. She's got her claws into him.
Maybe she's fighting to keep him because she loves him.
Love's got nothing to do with it, Cleo. I know her type.
And what type is that?
She's trash.
Smart trash.
She's got in further than she ever dreamt she'd get, and she's not going gently.
She's a gold digger.
She's digging for Britain.
And that may be her Achilles heel.
What's our plan?
Well, she might be amenable to a spot of business. We'll talk money.
What, you mean 40 pieces of silver, Dad?
She's definitely that type of girl.
We'll buy her out of her Sampson shares.
Do we have to do this?
We don't have much choice.
It's a bit of all right. He's got lovely blue eyes and he wears leathers.
Did you say he was definitely straight?
I think so. Anyway, you're taken.
Well, you should have your mind on other things. Anyway, shouldn't you still be working?
Nah, pub's quiet. They gave me some time off.
Oh, so have you done the pee test?
Cheers, Vince. Don't bring it up. It's doing me head in.
Oh, just take the test. Get it done.
Yeah, but what if I'm preggers, Vince?
Oh, I don't know. Might not be so bad. What do you think?
I don't know. I'd have to buy so much stuff.
Oh, well, great. I love shopping. No, we could put a cot in here, do it all up with Power Rangers wallpaper. Oh, yes. And I could do our own range of organic pureed baby food, gourmet style.
Truth is, Vince, really messed up motherhood first time round. I can't do that against some poor kid.
Well, you should know, one way or the other.
I'm only staying for Jimmy's sake. He's a soulmate for me.
Jimmy's always been very loyal. It's in his nature.
I thought I'd lost him. But he trusts me.
So you never went near my mother's stuff?
I never stole those earrings. It was just a mistake. I was taking them back. Didn't Jimmy explain?
Well, yeah.
Your family's had it in for me. I don't fit the mould, so they want me gone.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Look, I know I haven't been completely honest. But didn't you ever dream of something more?
I guess.
Thanks, Cleo. It's good to know someone's on my side.
Look, if you really do love my brother, good luck. That's great, you know. I couldn't be happier. But if you hurt one hair on his head, then I'll kill you myself. Yep. Yeah, she is. Okay. Okay, bye. That was my father. He wants to see you.
No problem.
In 10 minutes. Can you be ready by then?
Fine. Do what he wants. And I'll keep my new father-in-law waiting.
You okay?
Miles away.
In a world of your own?
I've had a lot on my mind, sorry.
Me too.
You a guest here?
As if, no, I'm looking for work. Someone told me that Crossroads was the answer.
Did they?
Here. Make a wish. There. God, I hope these things work.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Thank you. I don't even know your name and you're throwing money at me.
Joe.
Angel. Angel Sampson. Actually, I own this place.
God, if I'd have only known.
You'd have been exactly the same. Well, I could do with a man out here. There's plenty of gardening maintenance work if you're up for it. You couldn't have come at a better time.
Bingo, then. When can I start?
Well, any time. I'll make the arrangements.
I'm staying at the Cat in the Moon.
Fine. Well, see you around, Joe. Let's hope we can help make your wishes come true.
Susie.
Max.
You and I know there's a price for everything. $5,000. Enough for you to get well away from here? Start afresh.
What's this? My golden handshake?
You both know your stay here's come to an end.
You're all scared, aren't you?
Take the money and pack your bags.
Keep your filthy money. I'm not for sale.
My mistake.
I happen to love your son, which is clearly more than you do. You just can't accept that he wants me.
I do find it hard to believe.
Or believe. Because we're not splitting up for anything. Least of all this.
No deal, then? She threw it back in my face. Can you believe it?
We should have offered her more. You were so sure.
I thought she would bite, but the bait didn't tempt her.
Oh, she's been feasting richly off our son. That's why. She's not stupid.
Well, he can't see it. He only has eyes for her.
It looks like we're cornered.
There is something else we can use. I know something that Jimmy doesn't know.
Oh, don't be coy, Ryan.
On the train back here, a girl came on to me and we had sex.
Ryan, you were disgusting.
Look, I'm not proud of this, okay? It was Susie.
Well, well.
Heaven knows this could destroy Jimmy.
No. This is good.
Yeah, I wouldn't have told you. The last thing I want to do is to hurt him.
Oh, he's going to be hurt even more if she sticks around.
I think we're still in the game.
Game.
You did well to mention this, Ryan.
Jimmy.
I don't want another slang match, okay? After all, none of us is perfect, but I want this to stop. If you care about me at all, you'll agree enough is enough.
Of course we care, love. That's why we're so concerned. She's not a good one, Jimmy.
Honestly, Jimmy, there's nothing I'd like better than for you and Susie to live happy ever after, but I don't think she's got a good heart.
Well, you're entitled to believe what you want.
Listen, any woman that breaks up a family is bad news.
You're jealous.
Ryan's right. She's poisonous. You must see our point of view on this, Jimmy. We have your interest at heart.
I've seen your point of view for too long. I really resent this interference. I don't know what you said to Susie, but you said enough to turn her against me. I am sorry, but you can't push me around. I'm a big boy now, and I'll do what I want, whatever you say.
We're losing him, Max.
Ryan, you got to set him straight.
Okay, I'll do it.
It's quiet here with that Rocky to boss about, isn't it?
Oh, he'll be back before long. He'll be pining.
Don't think he's got eyes for Betty, do you?
Well, she's not his sort, believe me. Rocky likes women with class.
Ladies?
Did you check him in?
No, but I'm enjoying taking him out.
What a day.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to take my side. But this bickering has to stop, doesn't it? Mum and Dad have got to calm down.
Sure.
They've got to be in their bonnet. It's just because I didn't go for the big white wedding. Mum can't stand that.
It was a shock to us all, though, the way you announced it.
You like her, though, don't you? Even though you haven't known her that long, and Cleo will come round, and Betty. She's a top girl.
Yeah, that's what I need to talk to you about.
Okay, sounds ominous.
No, this isn't easy.
Well, I'm listening.
Travelling home on the train, I had sex with a woman I'd never met before in the toilets.
You haven't caught something, have you?
I don't think so.
So don't beat yourself up. You have sex with women all the time. So maybe not in a public toilet, but still, it's not a big deal.
It wasn't just anyone.
So who was it then?
You know who. Susie.
You really had me going there.
I swear I didn't know who she was, just some girl. And then when I got here and you introduced her, I was just gobsmacked.
This is a joke.
I wouldn't have even told you, except that since the minute she's been here, she's been trying to jump straight back into my pants.
You liar! You're a liar! She's the liar! She tried to ruin you! I don't believe you! I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Why did you have to tell me?
Because there's no use pretending anymore!
Excuse me, can I help?
Yeah. Where are the changing rooms?
Are you a guest?
Oh, help myself to a towel then, shall I?
No, you can't come in here if you're not a guest.
You know, you should get angry more often. Don't suit you.
What happened? Did you get a call for?
Ryan told me.
What?
Did you forget to mention you'd had sex with him?
God, Jimmy.
How could you?
It meant nothing. It's just a fling before I settle down with you.
Don't make this any worse than it already is.
Oh, God. I can't. Oh. I just don't know what to say. Ryan would never have told you if I'd taken your dad's filthy money.
What money?
He offered me £5,000 earlier today. To leave you. He could be really vicious when he wants to be.
What, and you turned it down?
I can't be near men like that.
You stood up to him?
Believe it or not, I have some principles. This marriage is not for sale.
They have done their best to trample us into the dirt. And we're still here.
I don't want to lose you.
I don't want to lose you.
You know everything now.
I'm so tired. I can't fight this anymore.
We'll turn things around. I promise.
So how did he take it? How does it look?
Poor Jimmy. He'll be devastated.
He needed to know.
But it must have been awful.
God, why do we have to hurt one another?
It's for the best.
And did he listen?
He cried like a baby.
Gonna need a lot of TLC.
Some special treats.
Well, the damage is done. Well done, Ryan. I took guts.
It looks nasty.
I've got to keep up my bad boy image somehow.
Close your eyes and open your hands and see what God will send you.
Oh, I hope it's nothing nasty.
Happy unbirthday.
Well, it's the wrong shape for a chocolate orange.
Just open it.
Pregnancy testing kits. How did you guess? But why two?
Why should girls have all the fun? Now, come on.
Vince, look, tomorrow, I promise, I really do. I've got customers, yeah?
Well, enjoy, everyone. We've earned it.
Oh, there's food if you want it.
Thanks, but I see there's not room for us. I've come to say goodbye. This is the last night I'll be spending under this roof. Lying, bribery, adultery, just not to my taste.
And what about you? What have you got to say for yourself?
Just a minute. You walk out now. You walk out on all this. You won't get a penny of my money.
Suits me.
But Jimmy.
Come on.
Crossroads is back at the same time tomorrow. And here's tomorrow morning for you. We're talking marriage on Trisha at 9:25. Wendy Craig talks about the Royal on This Morning at 10:30. Then Adam Woodyat, a.k.a. Ian Beale, calls in to chat with Des and Mel.